Good evening, everyone. Welcome back, folks. Today is Sunday, February 5th, 2023. I'm your host, Samantha.
And Chris.
Back with another episode of MMTV. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Tonight, Chris will start off with a new original music video. And then we have Dakota with his segment known as Question of the Week. And then shortly after that, we have myself and Natalie with Blonde Talks.
Dakota, and this is week 5 of Question of the Week. This week's question, if you could have one wish, what would it be? If you could have one wish, what would it be?
Probably to live 50 years ago.
Why?
Because I just like the timeline, and it'd be really cool to grow up in some era like that.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
I'd like to turn back time.
Why?
Really enjoyed my childhood. Seemed a lot simpler, and so yeah.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
Either have straight A's for the rest of my life, like hundreds. I'm not talking normal A's. I'm talking about hundreds, or score 200 points this season, which will not happen.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
To be rich.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
To pass biology.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
To have a flying car.
Why?
Because I want to be able to fly places but without paying for an airplane.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
To not go to school.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
No more war in general, anywhere.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
To be able to go back in time.
Why?
I don't know, it's just like past years were like that kind of like fun, like energetic kind of like
2016.
around 2016 area, yeah.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
To be a billionaire.
Why?
You can do whatever you want, really.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
That I could get away with being lazy. No one would question me.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
To never go to school again.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
Unlimited money.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
To everybody to be happy.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
Spider-Man. Okay. I'd be like, zoom, zoom.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
To be rich.
This has been week 5 of Question of the Week. Make sure to tune in next week for the next question.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
Hi, I'm Natalie.
And this is Blonde Talks. Welcome to our first episode ever. I'm so excited to be here with my co-host, Natalie. So this week we'll be talking about our personal favorite classes. These aren't all of them because Monument actually has so many amazing courses, and Natalie's only been here for 1 year and you love it, right?
I love it so much.
This week we'll be talking about specifically just art in general with Miss Dalton.
And MMTV.
Yes. Okay, Kakeley's gonna love this one. MMTV, 100%. So I actually joined MMTV my freshman year. This is Natalie's first year at Monument, but I joined my freshman year, and it is literally my favorite course ever. So I actually love it so much. The MMTV community is so strong. It's very under the surface and low key, but I have met some of my best friends in there. Like, I have friends that I would have never made unless I was in that class, and I'm so glad that I have. And it's really cool because you can really take the class as you would like. You can either take the class, you can do, minimal editing, minimal video, and, use it for more of a study hall type of purpose, but also you do get that learning aspect, or you can go all in. So it's really how you want to use the program, and you can decide what feels best for you.
Love it. Oh, wow.
She got thrown into this one this year. I told her, I was like, you have to come. And how do you feel about that?
As I got into the course, I fell in love with it. It's just such, it's not strict. It's not like you just go in there and you express yourself in videos and however you want. You can do any segment you want for that semester, that week, and it's just so amazing, and I love it.
I love this class, so
yes.
Definitely take it.
Yes. Lastly, we have art with Miss Dalton. There's different types of art. There's portfolio, there's studio art, foundation art, different types.
All of them.
Foundation art was the first semester that I did, and now I'm taking studio art, and it's more independent, but I love it a lot.
Yeah, that was me freshman year. I think it was foundation art with Miss Dalton. She always made me feel so welcomed, and she's the kindest soul ever. She's so sweet. And doesn't she bring her dog to school?
She does. Fergus is so cute.
Yes, he's one of the therapy dogs, and he is the sweetest thing ever. You can just be like, hi buddy, and it actually heals my day. Thank you so much for watching our first episode of Blonde Talks. I know it might have been a little bit shaky, but I swear we will get better with every week. Every week is going to be a different subject, like we said. So if you have anything you want to hear, either send an email or talk to Kakeley, and we would love to talk about that. We're just so blessed to have this platform platform to be able to like communicate with you guys. So I think it's really cool. And we will see you next week. Have a good night, everyone.
This Wednesday, February 8th, will be a half day for students. This is a perfect opportunity to grab some lunch with friends, catch up on homework, or even just take a nap. Next up, we have food from around the world, then the MMRHS lunch menu and the weather. And then after that, we have Fake It Till You Bake It.
What do you have for lunch today, Brooke?
Stuffed crust pizza.
How do you like it?
So yummy.
What do you have for lunch today?
Stuffed crust pizza.
And how does it taste?
It's so good.
How do you feel about it?
I feel great. I feel so nourished.
So, what do you have for lunch, Maya?
Some stuffed crust pizza.
How is it?
It's delicious.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Hello and welcome back to Fake It Till You Bake It with Ember Ruth Sanger. This week I made buffalo chicken wings. I faked it and I baked it. Come back next week for more.
This past week, we had 13 French exchange students at Monument. It was so amazing watching them seamlessly integrate with our community. During their time here, they enjoyed a nature hike around Benedict Pond, bowling at the Cove, exploring the Mount and the Norman Rockwell Museum, celebrating 2 birthdays, and of course going to a traditional American basketball game as well. It was such an amazing opportunity for everyone involved, and we can't wait for our students to go to France and March. Now, we take a look at upcoming music, then we hand it off to makeup reviews, then we head over to tech tips.
Hello everyone, today I'll be discussing the top 2 upcoming albums of 2023. Transitioning on to our number 1 spot, we have this band called the US Girls, and we'll be diving into their newest album called Bless This Mess. So, announcing from the US Girls that a new album's out, sharing another new song from the forthcoming LP, Bless This Mess is going to come out in February 24th as of this month. And this new track is titled Future's Bet, and it arrives with a video. And Meg Rainey and company will play a handful of springtime shows in support of the album. And recruiting band member Carlin Bezic to open with her project. Listen to Future's Bet and see the rest of the track list, and find the tour itinerary below. The new album includes So Typically Now and Bless This Mess, which have been released as singles in recent months. Since 2020's Heavy Light and Raimi's has reinterpreted material from Glenn Good and released an essay collection titled Begin by Telling. And transitioning on to the number 2 spot, we have Miley Cyrus's new album called Endless Summer Vacation. So, Miley Cyrus came into 2023 ready to hit the ground running. After hosting her second annual New Year's Eve party, Cyrus announced that a new single titled Flowers was on the way in January of last week. Cyrus announced the release date of her 8th studio album, Endless Summer Vacation, described by the singer in a statement as a, quote, letter to LA. The sun and fun of Los Angeles is at the center of the video for Flowers, released today. In the lyrics, it says, quote, I can buy myself flowers and write my name in the sand and talk to myself for hours and see things you don't understand. And Cyrus sings against the backdrop of the city of angels. I can take myself dancing and I can hold my own hand. Yeah, I can love me better than you can. And then basically throughout like the whole video, Cyrus enjoys a self-care day at home as she goes for a swim in the pool and sweats. And just basically it's just her, you know, like just chilling in the pool and just swimming in it. That's pretty much it. And that will be all of the albums that will be releasing this year of 2023.
What's your name?
My name's Maya.
Do you wear makeup?
I wear mascara and sometimes blush.
Okay, great. And then what kind of mascara or blush do you use?
For mascara, I like to use L'Oreal Telescopic.
That's a
not waterproof because sometimes waterproof is hard to get off.
Yeah. And then what blush do you like?
I actually don't remember the name because
okay.
I sometimes steal it from my sister, but the two where
Charlotte Tilbury.
Charlotte Tilbury, yeah.
Love
Charlotte
her.
Tilbury.
Okay.
Blush.
If you were to get another kind of mascara or blush, what would you get?
I have previously been using a company called Thrive for my mascara, and I really like that one. It's an online thing, so I'd probably get that again if I wanted to.
It's cool, okay. Thank you.
What is your name?
My name is Kachina.
What grade are you in?
I am a sophomore.
Do you wear makeup?
I do.
What products do you use?
I use mascara and brow gel.
What's your favorite brands for each makeup product you use?
My favorite mascara is the Glossy Air one, and I use the Pacifica brow gel because it's natural. I also wear blush and concealer.
What are your favorite brands for those?
I really like the Rare Beauty blush and the ELF concealer.
All right, thank you so much.
Of course.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name's Blaze.
Do you wear makeup?
Yes, I do.
What products do you use?
I use concealer, blush, mascara, and just lip gloss.
What's your favorite brand for each product?
My favorite brand for mascara is probably, I use the Lash Princess by Essence, also the waterproof telescopic, and for concealer and blush I use Rare Beauty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The non-school affiliated Dominican Republic service trip is partnering with the National Honors Society to run a donation drive. These donations will directly support the orphans and students in need at the Dominican Republic School and Orphanage. A list of exact items that are needed can be found into Student and Parent Square. Items brought into advisory up to February 16th are very much appreciated. Thank you all for your support. Next up, we have the news, and then we have the state of the week, and then we end with superhero reviews.
Looking for a cute date idea or just a fun night out with friends? If so, I have the event for you. Monuments Class of 2025 will be hosting a Winter Wonderland semi-formal at 7 p.m. on February 11th. The tickets are just $10 each and are being sold during both lunch periods. This is an event definitely not to miss, and plus, all the proceeds go to Class of 2025. Now, we head over to movie reviews. Then after, we have TV show reviews, and then we have this week's shoe review. Take it away, guys.
It's a Disney movie about a little mermaid named Ariel. While swimming to the surface, something forbidden by her father, King Triton, she saves a man, Prince Eric, from drowning. But because she's a mermaid, she can't be with him. She doesn't have legs and therefore cannot walk the earth. Ariel makes a deal with a sea witch named Ursula. Ursula transforms Ariel into a human for 3 days. In the 3 days, Ariel must get a kiss of true love from Prince Eric. If she doesn't, Ariel will turn back into a mermaid and will belong to the sea witch. Through the movie, it follows Ariel's journey and the eventual sacrifices that happen.
My favorite part is when Ariel first sees the ship. It gives us the rare emotion of seeing love at first sight. I was super nervous when the shark came at the beginning. I was scared I would actually eat flounder.
As a young girl. However, I was always really scared of Ursula when I was younger, so much so that I would leave the room when she came on screen.
Who was your favorite character on The Little Mermaid?
The dad.
Oh, thank you. Iris, who is your favorite character on The Little Mermaid?
The crab? Was
Yes.
there a crab in?
What was your favorite character on The Little Mermaid?
Okay, definitely Ursula.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Mac, what was your favorite character in The Little Mermaid?
Ursula.
Thank you.
Nutty. What was your favorite character in The Little Mermaid?
Okay, so my favorite character was Ariel. Should I tell my reasons?
No. Yeah.
Okay, so basically it's because like there's like this like stigma against gingers, and I think like
There you
she
go.
really broke that stigma. And I think like also like the little crab guy. Or what's
Yes.
his name?
Sebastian?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
today's shoe is a light blue Croc with a bunch of gibbets.
My thoughts on this shoe are I like the blue Croc in general, but there's too many different gibbets from like different things. I don't know, I just don't like all of them together.
Personally, I like all the gibbets, and the sock goes well with the shoe.
Yeah, the sock goes well too. I agree with that. I like the sock, I just wish there were a couple less gibbets.
6.5 out of 10.
I rate the blue Croc a 5.5. The next shoe for this week are a pair of purple Jordan lows.
Personally, I think you could have matched the pants with the shoes better, maybe a black pair of pants, but overall I like them.
I really like the shoes also. They look clean and they're really pretty.
I would give it a 7 out of 10.
I give these an 8 out of 10.
Next shoe is a Jordan High with 2 different color laces. I personally like the pink laces.
I like the shoes overall, but I like it better with the pink laces. I don't really like the white. I think it looks a bit funky having them 2 different colors, and also I just think the pink looks nicer.
I think if he went with were to change one of the laces, if you changed the white to black, it could look better. Overall, I give it a 6 out of 10.
I think it would also look better if he changed the white lace to pink, but yeah, overall I give it 7. The next shoe for this week is a pair of white Nike Blazers. I like these shoes half and half. I think they're pretty basic and almost everyone has them.
I like how she matched the socks with the Nike logo. Yeah, they're pretty basic, everyone has them, so I would go 5 out of 10.
I go 8 out of 10.
Many clubs, such as the Yearbook Club, Best Buddies, and Key Club, would still love your support, and it's never too late to join. Check in with your advisory for more details. Next up, we have the Maroon Tribune, and then after, we have this week's automotive review, and then we dive into a segment called This or That.
How's it going? My name is Cole Bazillion. I'm a captain of the baseball team, and I also play football. I take journalism with Ms. Friedman, and I will be writing about the disadvantages athletes have. So, one disadvantage that athletes have, the main one at Monument, is the weight room. I mean, this is a classroom that they just shoved a bunch of weights in. You know, I mean, we're lucky we got a bunch of dumbbells, that's great, but like, the door's locked anyways. I used to try to run captain's practice in here in the middle of January to come in here after school, but I would always get kicked out by the janitor. And all we were doing was lifting weights. There's about 5 of us, but I'd get kicked out by the janitor every time. And one of the biggest things an athlete is the off season, training in the off season. And if you can't train in the off season, how are you supposed to get better? And so, I mean.
And that's what you'll be writing about in the next edition?
That's what I'll be writing about. So stay tuned for more.
Craving something sweet? Well, if so, the Key Club will be selling Valentine sugar cookies for only $2 a piece. If interested, please pre-order during lunch up until February 13th. The cookies will be delivered on Valentine's Day during advisory. All proceeds will go supporting the Elizabeth Friedman Center as well. Great taste for a great cause. Now next up, we have the Athlete of the Week, then a new segment on snowboarding.
Okay, who am I here with?
Natalie Lewis.
How do you think you're doing this season?
Me personally?
Yes.
Okay. I think I'm doing pretty well. Having a good offensive year, that's for sure.
Okay. How do you think overall the team is doing?
Not too bad. We're sitting just above 500, 6-5, so could be worse, but I think we're doing the best we can.
Okay. How did the games go for you this week?
Or the team?
You.
Not great. We had a game last week against Hampshire. I had 28, so that was a good one. But then we played Avalon, scored 8 points, and it was all in the first quarter, so it was kind of embarrassing. But probably my worst offensive performance of the season.
What helped you play the way you did?
The long sleeve undershirt. Just kidding. I think what helped me play this. I don't know. I think there was a lot of energy in the game that we did win. I didn't play well in the second one, so we're not even going to talk about that because that was just embarrassing.
Do you have a goal for this season?
Win. Just to win the rest of our games and make Western Mass and have more games after our regular season and win those ones too.
Since you are a senior, are you planning to play college basketball?
It depends on where I end up. I'm not going to play D1 or D2, but maybe I'd play D3 or club. I'll probably play club, wherever I can.
Okay, and if you do play club, do you have a goal for that season?
Do well.
Okay, thank you.
The freshman class will be selling carnations and chocolate for the Valentine's Day holiday. We will release more information as soon as it comes out. Lastly, we have teacher reviews, restaurant of the week, and then dates with mates.
I'm here with local automotives teacher, Kristinello, and varsity football coach and former student at Monument Mountain. I'm going to ask you a few questions about your experience at Monument and your teaching experience. So, how was your experience at going to Monument Mountain?
Oh, it was a great experience. I had great teachers, and I met a lot of great people, did a lot of great friendships, and it was great education. I was well prepared for college.
How was your experience teaching, like here at Monument?
Oh, teaching it's been great. And I've learned so much, and teaching is not easy. Let me tell you what. There's so many wonderful things that you have to learn, and you meet a lot of great people.
Yeah. What made you start getting into teaching? How was your path? How was your path?
Right. So I started when I was a junior in high school. I started doing like 1 period a day internship with the special education department here, and I started working with them. I really enjoyed the friendships and relationships that I had with that population of students, and that work. I continued that work through my senior year of high school, and I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to teach special education, and so that's what I went to school for.
And how did you transition into teaching auto?
Yeah, so I grew up in around cars. I grew up with a family that are mechanics, and my family has a garage in West Stockbridge, and my brother's a mechanic. My other brother's a mechanic. My father was a mechanic. My uncle was a mechanic. So all that, that whole thing led me down this path of becoming a mechanic.
What would be any advice you'd give to anyone going through Monument?
My advice would be to try lots of things, and make lots of friends, and meet new people, and be open-minded, and embrace the experience. There's so many wonderful things in school so often,
Yeah.
People don't realize that, but you can go to other high schools and they don't offer, 2/3 of the amount of stuff that we offer. You know what I'm saying? We do great a very, very creative way of looking at things, and I think we do a great job making connections with students. We have people in this school that really try hard to make connections with students and to help students and go to anybody to help someone. And I think that's what makes us special.
Yeah.
Hey guys, and welcome to Food Reviews with Us Dudes.
On the 27th of January, aka last Friday, we had the honor of eating at the local food restaurant GB Eats. The local hotspot was absolutely scrumptious. We ordered the kale Caesar salad, the breakfast croissant, and a side of fries. Boy, was it good. Here we are seeing Lily Kulsa take her first bite of her delicious breakfast croissant.
This is the best sandwich I've ever had. I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. The croissant had bacon, lettuce, tomato, eggs, and cheese, topped with a crunchy croissant. All the perfect ingredients needed for happiness. Now jumping over to Harmony with the kale Caesar salad. Here she is, taking her first bite of crunchy goodness. What a good and nutritious meal. Yummy in my tummy.
Once our meal had concluded, our bunch of dudes felt energized and ready to dance.
Thank you for tuning in with this week's episode and sticking around with us dudes and our food reviews.
we are here with Ember Rafe Stinger, and we're gonna ask her some questions. Are you ready, Ember?
Yes, I'm so ready.
Number 1, how many babies do you plan on having in the future?
Probably 2.
Ready. We are here with Jordan Alston. Jordan, how many babies do you plan on having in the future?
I think a solid family would be between 2 and 4.
2 and 4, got it. What is your ideal type?
I like tall, blue eyes. Blue eyes are so my thing. And I like athletes. Yeah.
Athletes. Okay. What is your ideal type?
I don't have one.
You don't have one? Okay. Okay.
Really? Just don't be stupid.
Yeah. Do you believe in marriage?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, perfect. Do you believe in marriage?
Not totally. What's the point of getting legalized papers for your love?
Yeah. What is the most important principle in a relationship?
I would have to say like love, but also like friendship. You know what I mean?
Love and friendship. Nice.
Yeah.
What is the most important principle in a relationship?
Communication.
Communication.
And honesty.
Honesty. What were you to do if your partner had an affair?
I'd be really pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you to do if your partner had an affair? Perhaps with someone you were close to.
So I'm not gonna give you like the actual answer, but I will cut ties with this person.
What do you find most unappealing about relationships?
I mean, just like, I don't know. It depends. You know, feeling trapped, I guess, if it's like toxic.
Oh yeah, feeling
That's not
trapped.
good.
Okay, good, good. What do you find the most unappealing about a relationship?
PDA.
Yes. Do you feel you're ready for a serious relationship?
I'm not, because I feel like I'm not ready, because I like to talk to too many people at once. So.
And are you ready for a serious relationship?
Oh no. oh, actually, potentially.
Out of 7 questions, the contestants agreed on only 2 and disagreed on 5. Whoa. Looks like these people are not compatible.
Well, this brings us to the end of this week's edition. We'll be back next week, same time, same channel. Thank you for joining us this evening. This has been your host, Samantha.
And Chris.
Have a good night, everyone.